Hi guys, Bren here, and I wanted to talk to you about menopause and sleeping. So many of the women that come to us that we help tell us they're either perimenopausal or they're menopausal, and obviously poor sleep patterns are a definite symptom or problem that many people have with menopause. Um, so let's have a talk about some of the main problems. So obviously, if you're not sleeping well, fatigue is a massive problem, and we always, not always, we often see an increase in levels of fatigue and lack of energy in women that are about to or going through menopause. Um, so, and obviously if you're feeling tired all the time, if you wake up tired and you're tired at work and you're tired at home, it's very hard to beat your best, and starts to get very, very draining after some time. Also mood, so obviously there's some mood swings and mood issues in relation to a period of great hormonal change like menopause. And obviously if you're tired all the time, that's not going to help. And weight gain. So weight gain is, again, very, very common amongst people, women who are menopausal or perimenopausal. And apart from the fact that our metabolic rate changes as we age, there's also some hormonal issues there. And clearly, if you're tired all the time, it's hard to get up and exercise and do what you need to do. So sleep is a really, really important part of getting through that process of menopause. And, unfortunately, they don't always go hand in hand. So what can you do? Let's give you some tactics to start making some changes straight away and put some stuff into place that you can use straight away. So obviously what we want to do straight away is try to give ourselves the best chance we can to sleep a lot better than what we are. So let's have a few ideas. So number one, become an early to bed and early riser. It's amazing how many people come to me and tell me that quite often they're not in bed till after midnight, 1 o'clock. Don't know if you can hear that. We've got like a plague of cockatoos around here at the moment, so very noisy. So hopefully you can hear me okay. So become an early to bed and early riser. It's very common for me to meet people who don't go to bed till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they'll sleep in as late as they possibly can. And where that can be a problem is that, our body has natural sleep patterns, and we're kind of designed to go to bed when it's dark and get up when it's light. So, if you're disrupting that pattern and you're going to bed hours and hours after it's dark and you're getting up hours after it's light, you're actually kind of disrupting that natural pattern, and that can put the body into a bit of a spin. So if you can go to bed a little bit earlier and get up a little bit earlier, you'll kind of reset the body's natural way of sleeping, and that can help. Now, how do you do that? So obviously if you've been a late person who goes to bed late for a long time, that can be hard to change. So what I've found has worked is having a bedtime ritual. So if you're going through a ritual, a lot of us have got kids, and a lot of us know that in order to get kids to sleep at a regular time and get them into bed and not getting up and going to sleep, ritual is very, very important. When my kids were small, they had a very structured ritual at bedtime after tea. These things, they had their tea, and then they went and had a bath, and they got in their pajamas, and then they brushed their teeth, or if they had dessert, whatever. But there was a pattern to it, and get them into bed, and we read them a story. And, following that ritual really, really helped, when we're putting our kids to sleep. So we can do the same thing to ourselves. So you might start with, after your dinner, you're watching a little bit of TV or reading a book or whatever, you might start with a herbal tea. Now, there's quite a few claims out there that certain herbs and everything will help you sleep. Look, I don't know if they're true or not. A lot of them have not been scientifically proven to do anything. However, a herbal tea, it can just be that ritual. That ritual of doing the same thing every night, and that you're setting yourself up for bed, you're getting ready for bed. And a herbal tea, in most cases, doesn't have high levels of caffeine that tea and coffee can have, so obviously they can keep you awake. Number two, writing a to-do list. Now, you might do this before or during or just after your cup of tea. Might be part of the ritual. When I'm really busy at work, things are going on in the business, etc., my mind can turn and I can lay down and I can be thinking about all the things I've got to do and all the problems that we've got and all that sort of stuff, and I lie there awake, tossing and turning, thinking about what I've got to do. And my wife Dorinda gave me a little tip on that a few years ago, and that was to write a to-do list, because my busy brain was trying to solve all the problems so I could get stuff done the next day. So what I did is that by sort of thinking about that earlier, writing a list and saying, right, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow with my problems or whatever needs to be dealt with, my mind's dealt with it, and it felt like I'd taken action, it felt like I had a plan, and then I could sort of relax and stop thinking about that for a little while. So I wasn't tossing and turning thinking about that problem. So writing a to-do list can be very handy. Put your phone down. Set yourself a time at night that you stop using your phone. Now, some of us have got life and death jobs. Some of us are in, jobs where it actually is life and death that you must have your phone with you. But the majority of us don't. Okay, so you know what? There's very few calls that you're going to get or messages or whatever that can't wait till tomorrow. Okay, so set yourself a cut-off time that you're just not going to deal with any of that stuff, and if you can, leave the phone out of the bedroom. Like just leave it out of the bedroom altogether. Lying there playing Candy Crush at night with that bright light in your face is not conducive to sleep. And again, that sort of, you might be on Facebook, or you might be playing Candy Crush, or you might be sending messages to people. It's not really relaxing. It's got that light in your face. It's not going to help you sleep. So get rid of the phone, okay? Get rid of that distraction. Take that light source away, if at all possible. And if you have to have it in the bedroom for an alarm clock or for emergencies or whatever, turn the screen off and have that discipline to put it face down and just leave it alone. Having a warm shower or a bath has been proven to help you sleep. So having a warm shower or a warm bath, it brings blood to the surface, it raises your core temperature, and that's actually been proven scientifically to get your body in the sleep mode and ready for sleep. So having a nice warm shower or bath can help as well before bed. Now, my personal favourite is to read a book. So once I've got into bed, I'll grab a book and start reading a book, and literally 9 times out of 10, I'm 2 pages in and I'm starting to fall asleep and I'm dropping the book and whatever. So, and if I am having one of those days where I'm not particularly going to go to sleep real early, I might read a bit more. But generally speaking, if you're going to sit there and read a book, eventually you're going to get tired and drift off. So that's sleep. That's getting the best chance you can with that. Now, the other thing you can do to help sleep is by exercising regularly. Now, I've already mentioned that getting up early is a good idea. Getting up early and exercising is even better. Exercising, if you exercise, do a good hard workout in the morning, you actually release the same hormones and chemicals out of your brain into your brain and out of your brain the same hormones that are released when somebody takes drugs or drinks alcohol or smokes cigarettes. It's that feel-good feeling, and it's going to energize you for the rest of the day. So not only are you going to feel a little bit more up and about for the day, but you're also going to fatigue your body. And I mean in a physical sense. So you're going to make your muscles tired, etc. Now that sort of tired is a good tired. Getting to the end of the day, if you've done a good hard workout, you're actually more likely, your body's more likely to want that little bit of rest, and you're probably going to go to sleep a little bit easier. And when we think about exercise, it's not just going and doing a really hard circuit session. What about things like meditation or yoga? So learning how to meditate, learning something like yoga, still going to get you nice and strong and can help with your fitness, but it's also a very meditative practice, so that can help you relax you before bed. Last but not least, eating better. So you need to follow a structured plan. Most people that come to me tell me they eat really well, but I'm yet to meet the person that can't make some improvements. And it's not just about how much you eat. It's not always just about overeating. It's actually what you eat as well. So your macronutrients and your micronutrients, they matter at a cellular level, and they actually affect hormonal levels, etc. So it's really important to be eating well and following a structured plan that's been put together by a professional. Goodness me. It's been put together by a professional to give you the right balance in your body, and that's going to help your energy levels as well. So you are going to feel more energetic during the day, and you're more likely to sleep better at night, because when your food's right, your gut health is right, your organ health is right, you're going to feel a whole lot better and a whole lot more relaxed, which of course is going to help you sleep. So as I said, there's no magic cure for menopause. All we can really do is give you girls the best chance we can. Small percentage changes in our mindset, our nutrition, and in our exercise is all going to contribute to feeling better, more whole, more vital, and all going to help with that whole process. So as I said there in the blog, if you want to have a bit of a chat about where you're at, a little bit more personal chat about where you're at, then either below or on the right of this page, you can pop your name in for a free success session. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a talk about you, where you're at, where you'd like to be, and talk about that gap between the two, and work out a bit of a plan of action to get you from A to B, get you from that place where you're not real happy at the moment to somewhere where you'd rather be. And you know, if we can help you do that and we've got some common ground, then we'll talk about that and what we would do and how we do it and how much it would cost, etc., and go from there. So pop your name in. Now, if this article helped you, if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it on Facebook. Click the like and share button. Tell your friends, because they'll probably like it too. Okay guys, have a good one. I'll see you soon.